Hey, what's up, guys? Another thing that I do want to say is Nasreddine Nabi, we got to talk. Yeah, we got to talk, man. For real, we got to talk. There's two things I really want to share with you, man. Is number one, this team is way too emotional. They're way too emotional. When things are good, when things are good, man, when they're winning games and they're scoring goals, you see the celebrations at the end with the fans and everybody coming on the pitch, and you had that Bob Mutang was coming and saying the league is still on or something like that, and then you also had Ranga when he scored, he did this with the fans, and then also the fact that the showboating happens when they're winning. When things are really good, man, it really goes up top, right? But when things go bad, guys, hey, this team, the red cards will eventually come out. The yellow cards will come out. The fact that even Gustin Serino today, what happened with him today, it's just way too emotional, this team. And they drop their heads quickly whenever they drop their heads. They have this disbelief in terms of we're not going to come back into this game. The levels of controls that you need in order to manage the game, it's still unbalanced with regards to them. When it's high, man. But when it's low, it gets really low. That's one point that I want to say. Second point that I want to say is, this team concedes too many goals. And I've said it already before, but they concede way too many goals. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go look at the league table, if you go look at the league table and you look at goals against, that's the number of goals that a team has conceded. Kaizer Chiefs have the second worst defense in the league. You heard that right. Kaizer Chiefs have the second worst defense in the league. Nabi, come on. And the worst team with the worst defense, or the worst defense team in the league, happens to be Maruma Gallants. But Maruma Gallants have only conceded 4 goals more than Kaizer Chiefs. It's not like it's a landslide. It's just 4 goals more. And another thing for me is, some people will say, yeah, but they got a red card today. Guys, SuperSport already had scored 3 before the red card had come into play. They already had scored 3. And I'm thinking to myself, that's something that he needs to work on. When you look at Kaizer Chiefs in attack, they can threaten teams, they can score goals, but defensively, they concede too many goals. And now look at the defense. You got Bruce Woolman goal. You got Reed Frost at right back. You got Dortley and you got Miguel. And as well as on the left, you got Cross. Yes, the clock was playing there as well. And you think to yourself, how is that defense conceding so many goals? Like how? I don't understand. It almost makes you question in terms of when they are at training, do they focus a lot more on attack? In terms of hey guys, let's try and outscore the opponents instead of not conceding. When you look at the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns, who've only conceded 7 goals only in the league. Pirates, who've only conceded 10 in the league. And as well as also Polokwane City and Sekhukhune United have better defenses than what Kaizer Chiefs have. And I'm thinking to myself, Nabi, if you're going to try do something this season, man, you got to stop leaking the goals. Guys, go even check the league table. Kaizer Chiefs have a negative goal difference after 18 games. After 18 games, they conceded 23 goals in 18 games. Now, what are you going to achieve if you're going to quit conceding goals? That's something that they need to work on. That's for sure. Too emotional and too leaky at the back. You gotta fix this, bro. You have to fix this if you're going to do something this season. I've dropped the link. Please hit the link to my show. I really appreciate everybody's support.